We earn money, save money and buy things. Living beyond the economic cycle is impossible. What trends are dictated by world markets and how does it affect consumers? Watch it in People and Economy. The number of admirers of ethnic style nowadays continues to grow. Clothes, music, interior, festivals and fairs are more often used with the prefix ethno. People use African, Indian, Moroccan, Chinese and other ethnic styles by creating costumes and remodeling their houses and visit thematic events. FourE has become one of the most popular festivals in Kazakhstan. It is held for several years and the interest to it never fades. Thus, at the start, there were about 2,000 visitors. This year, their number reached 10,000.
Это 4E, FourE.
FourE means eco, ethno, emotion and evolution. Eco implies that everything should be environmentally friendly, including people. Ethno means ethnic groups and people's origin. During the event, we represent various ethno ideas. Emotion is a large children's village with 6 playgrounds where children experience a lot of emotions. Evolution means platforms designed for human development and people's evolution at different stages. This event unites people from all over the world, say its organizers. The participants share their experiences as well as conduct trainings and master classes. Besides having a good rest and acquiring new strength before a working week, people leave this festival with new knowledge. Here you can see pot makers and a blacksmith. You can try to do it yourself. You can also visit yoga classes or a psychologist. After that, something will change in your life. This is a kind of revolution or development. Apart from that, FourE attracts a lot of people with ethnic music and the art of playing music instruments, which were quite unknown before. Visitors used to say that they feel like they were plunged into the atmosphere of faraway India and shaman tribes. There are 3 main grounds. The main stage for musicians, the stage where shamans play tambours and burn fires all the night, and the sun chill ground equipped with ultraviolet lamps, where people can also hear various types of music. Those who visited Goa know what it is. This is ethno. The organizers plan to continue to arrange such festivals, increase their length, as well as to hold them in one and the same place. Next year they are going to install alternative energy sources such as solar or wind power plants. Nobody except us did it in Kazakhstan. We prohibited drinking of alcohol and turned this festival into a sort of family occasion. Nowadays, quite a lot of family festivals are held in our country. There are also yoga festivals. However, we have made a mixture of festivals where everything is possible. People of Kazakhstan also like ethnic clothing and Kazakh folk motifs. Designers share the love of local fashionists and more often make collections with ethnic elements. I think that there are a lot of people who aspire to freedom and self-expression. Ethnic style contains a lot of natural elements: stone, wood, shells and so on. This is a style associated with coming around to oneself, to one's origin. Perhaps more people want to come back to their origin. Along with ethnic style, the popularity of spiritual practices is also growing around the world. The most common example is yoga. Yoga helps Aymira Basitova to improve her health and put in order her ideas and so-called mental world. She has been visiting yoga classes for 1 year and says that they help her not only to be in good physical shape, but overcome stress at work and repair family relationship. I don't feel nervous and I'm absolutely quiet because yoga gives me a chance to relax and then do my work more efficiently. My family relationship has become more harmonious because presently I pay less attention to different things which annoyed me much before. Along with that, I feel this surge of energy. I can dedicate more time to my business because I don't feel fatigue as soon as before. Thanks to yoga, I have a better sleep and a lot of positive emotions. The popularity of various ethnic musical instruments such as jaw harp or hang drum is also growing. According to musicians, anyone can play the hang drum and its sound is really magic. This is a handmade drum which has the shape of a flying saucer. Music instruments like this are very common in Africa and India. A hang drum in Kazakhstan costs about $100. A jaw harp, also known as a music instrument of shamans, costs $10. The price depends on the size. The bigger the instrument is, the higher is its value. Wooden maracas, traditional instrument of the Indians, which are also popular in Latin America, have approximately the same price. Over the last years, the number of various festivals in Europe sharply increased. Among the most popular ones are rock concerts and ethnic events. Thus, Zelt Music Festival is believed to be the oldest one in Germany. It is celebrated since 1983 and lasts 3 weeks. During this time, visitors have a good chance to enjoy rock and ethnic music, go to the theater and cabaret, as well as watch combat sports. Annually, about 130,000 people participate in such events. The main feature of these festivals is free entrance. The Carnival of Cultures is another ethnic festival held in late spring and early summer. Representatives of various ethnic groups demonstrate their costumes, dance art and much more. At the same time, more than 1 million people go outside. During this time, local authorities even divert traffic from some streets. The production of masks and costumes has become an industry or even works of art. Medieval festivals in Belgium, France and England have become a common thing. They praise nightly tournaments, trade fairs and even play pet races. So I think that people have a good, lively and unforgettable time. People of Finland have gained a reputation of fans of ethnic styles. Each year, several folk art festivals are held in the country. For example, in early winter, such events are organized on a ferry which sails from Helsinki and returns on the next day. In summer, FourE festival is held. People play folk games, sing and dance. A great many of festivals is held in Asia. They gather thousands of tourists and are known for a very long history. For instance, in Japan, each October the Festival of Epochs takes place. About 2,000 people participate in this fancy dress parade. Their costumes symbolize various historic periods of the country. Sano Matsuri is another eye-catching event. Its participants march along central streets of Tokyo and wear magnificent apparels which were popular in Middle Ages. There are also a lot of religious festivals in Asia which praise goods of Hinduism and Buddhism, as well as gods who patronize good harvests of rice, tea, fruits and other. The Chinese New Year is also an unforgettable event. It is widely celebrated in Beijing, Hong Kong and Singapore. Most of these lively shows in Asia are based on religions. Chinese festivals are always held on a wide scale. The thrilling Kite Festival, which is being held for more than 30 years, gathers guests from almost all parts of the world. Another one, Dragon Boat Festival, has 2,000-year history. Its participants compete in boat racing and boats have a form of dragons. Followers of healthy lifestyle can demonstrate their skills and receive new knowledge at the annual festival of Qigong gymnastics. In Xi'an, thousands of athletes aged between 15 and 85 synchronically do exercises for about 1 hour. Qigong is very popular in China. Interestingly, it is mainly practiced by elder people. The festival itself is held in the country since 2005. Many events with participation of famous people and thousands of tourists from all over the world are held in the United States. Among them are chocolate, cherry and balloon festivals. Ethnic festivals are also very popular in the US. One of the most well-known, Lighting in a Bottle, is held in May in California in a wildlife area near a lake. Its purpose is environmental protection. Therefore, the event program is focused on non-standard solutions in this sphere. Along with that, the ground has been equipped with several theme zones where visitors can draw pictures and attend masterclasses or artists. In the meantime, followers of healthy lifestyle can meditate, learn yoga and other practices. It should be noted that almost 16 million people in the US practice yoga. The cost of participation in this 2-day event is $215. The United States is the most populated country where live representatives of many ethnic groups. Because of that, many local festivals are aimed at preserving of national traditions and certain people. On the New Year Eve, African American festival, Kwanzaa Festival, dedicated to the African culture, is held. There are also a lot of musical and ritual festivals which allow people to share their experiences and artworks. High Sierra is another very popular musical festival in ethnic style. It is held on the eve of the Independence Day in a small town of Quincy at the bottom of the mountain. The event draws attention of yogis and hippies. Its rich program includes songs, dances, games, watching of films, trade masterclasses, and studying of spiritual practices. The ticket price is $200. Nowadays, ethnic festivals, clothing with folk motifs are coming along with ethno-tourism. Exotic countries and luxury health resorts no longer surprise people. Therefore, since recently experts have been talking about special interest towards ethnic tourism. It is also explained by the global economic instability because this type of traveling is much cheaper. Thus, for example, some people desire to live in a village of an African tribe in order to know more about its culture. Others prefer places which were never visited by humans before. These days, such trips are also called ecological or rural tourism.
Туризм это называется событийный туризм, и это одно из самых, наверное, интересных.
Event tourism is one of the most interesting areas of tourism. People have a fair opportunity not only to visit a particular place, watch some event and learn something about the culture, history and people of this country. In fact, tourists always want something new. And for example, if they visited Italy one time and familiarized themselves with its architecture and history, next time they will go there in order to feel this culture and the historical heritage of this country.
Всю культуру, наверное, какие-то историческое какое-то наследие этой страны.
The most popular countries in ethno and ecotourism are Latin American countries such as Costa Rica, Peru, Ecuador, Argentina and Brazil. They are followed by Asian region, mainly represented by India and Nepal. Australia, Iceland and Norway close the top three. There are a lot of programs which propose to go on an ethnic trip, learn about the life and culture of local population and live in such environment several days. Besides that, there is a good chance to save money as ecotourism does not imply staying in expensive hotels. Instead of that, tourists are accommodated in small hotels, hostels, houses of local residents and tents. In addition, people can forget about heavy expenses on food because in villages they are usually served cheap meals. For instance, in Europe, the cost of living in rural hotels usually does not exceed 20 euros.
Для того, чтобы сделать тур бюджетным, любой, а такой особенно, в первую очередь нужно заранее купить авиабилет.
In order to make your tour less expensive, you should first of all buy tickets in good time, within 3 to 4 or even 6 months before the trip. You should make a reservation for many festivals. For example, sales of tickets for the Carnival of Brazil begin 1 year before the beginning of the event. At this time, hotels located in the streets where the show is held offer tourists considerable discounts.
Значительные скидки именно начиная за год до начала этого мероприятия.
Apart from financial benefits, experts distinguish a number of other advantages of ecotourism, including organic food, fascinating wildlife tours, horse riding, boating, as well as studying of history, customs and traditions of other people. Those who fear heights never can participate in this event. Each year, supporters of extreme sports gather in the Alps at International Highline Meeting Festival. These brave people climb to a height from 20 to 300 meters and demonstrate their skills. Some of them play the guitar, others sit in hammocks, and others walk tightrope. For those who prefer earthlier entertainments, the organizers suggest to practice yoga or go on a hike.